Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over my newest race that I made. It's called the Annoying Race 4 Fall. You could call it Fall. But let's just go over the map and let me show you what this map is. It's kind of crazy, but it starts at one point, ends at the other. It ends on the bridge. Anyway, we can use any class we want for this class race. So I think what we're going to use is we're going to use the Supercar Classics. I'd honestly suggest if you do this race, you should have traffic. Okay, I'll change that later, but you want to have traffic off. So let's just get into the race. You know what, let's just use this one. I mean, why not? This is a pretty thin car. Now, there's a lot of points of where you want to fall in this race. A lot of points that you might think this is annoying because you're constantly going back and forth. Now, first things first, you don't go that way. You actually have to go this way and go around this corner right over here. Make sure you get over to here. Weapons enabled. I didn't even make this a GTA race. It's nothing but that. You start flying, you end in this checkpoint. You get that. Go around, go onto this blue thing here. I don't know why I made this blue, but it's blue. We go up here and we keep going until we get to this very end one right here. Now, you want to remember this a lot. Okay, so once you get up to about, say, here, you don't even need to control your thing. You just want to land down here, and I'd suggest land on your front. Don't land on on your roof because you could blow up at that point. Okay, let's go up here and do the same thing again. Now you want to take that specific route that I just took there because it'll get you up guaranteed whether you use sports cars and stuff. So okay, so once you've made it up here, you want to go up in first person view and just keep looking up, because you're going to end up getting caught over here. Go up to this top point right here, and then you want to really go down there. What you did there just before was you came up from down below and you landed on this platform right here. So really there's a lot of points of what you could do here. You could do this, you could just go normal, you could go back and forth like it would be an Annoying Race, but you could also do this. Don't go back there. I'd suggest this right now. Don't go back there. First, if you want to save some time, do this instead. Jump off the ledge right here, and hopefully you'll land on this red thing right here. If you don't, then try and land on the blue one, which was pretty easy. No, just beware guys, I just made this race by the time I'm recording this video, so what you want to do now is just head straight, just keep going straight. You want to remember that last bit you were just at. Just jump off a ledge if you could, if you want to. There's other options you could do. You could go right back to the start and do that whole thing again, but the quickest route is to just jump straight off and land straight onto this road right here. Once you get to here, you want to keep going straight and take this exit out, and I'm pretty sure we could figure out what's going on now, but we're going to have to keep going forward until you get to... Now this is why I would prefer you guys do this way instead of going back and forth. It would be really annoying to do that, but this is only a choice if you want to. If you want to go do the back and forth thing, then go ahead, do it. It's probably the safest route, but this is the easiest route. So once you've done that, you got to go all the way back up to the top again. I know guys, this is annoying. This race is really annoying because it involves you having to go back up here 3 times, I believe. Okay, now slow down once you get to about the middle area and try and land on your front like I showed you before, and then do the same thing again, but you're gonna have to go... Well, this does not work usually for supercars. Okay, I just wanted to demonstrate what happens there if you don't do it with supercars, or any car really. You'll fall straight off. If you want to get this right, you're going to have to go that same route I showed you before, which was this way. Because that one has more checkpoints than the other one. So once that you get to here, you want to make sure you get this right. So if you get this right, you're going to start from the bottom. If you don't, you're going to have to start back down to the bottom, and you have to do this again. So jump to here, get over to this checkpoint right here, don't fall off like I just did. See, like I said before, you'd have to start way back here again. Okay, so once you get up to here again, you're just going to have to go back down again, which is really the most annoying part of this race, the fact that you have to go down again. But the good thing is this is sort of lined up perfectly with where you need to go next, so you just basically need to go straight head on. Honestly guys, I suggest you use supercars for this race. You could fall off here if you want, you can go do whatever you want, it's your choice. Just fall off in here. If you can get a good run up, you might be able to get further than that, so that's good. Now, what you want to do now is go basically to where you were before, and then come back again, but this time it's a little bit different. We're going to a different direction instead. This will be the second to last time you have to go back up there again. I promise. Now you go back. So you go up to this one now. This one sets you to a bit of a weird way of getting up there, but I had to think about how I could get up here. You crash right into here, and then you take these loops. Now I want to tell you something about these loops. I actually did these until I got bored of putting them in there. I literally just kept going and going until I got bored of putting these loops down. And trust me, I did not get bored. I got very excited to do this part because this was actually very good. And this turned out well. This turned out exactly how I wanted it to be. Very annoying. Okay, so you made it here. This is the last one that you have to go through, but there is something you need to know about this part. Okay, so you made it to here. You could either get there however you want. You could try and get... Okay, so this next one's not as long. I don't think that... You've already gone through the longest one, so now you go to the second longest one. Looks like you're coming up onto the end here. Now, I'd suggest you slow down once you get to about here. Once you get to here, you'll be able to see where the next checkpoint is, which is just down below. The reason I want you to slow down is because then you can just gather some time to actually get to the next checkpoint, because sometimes you might go too far, you might go too slow. You want to be just right. Yeah, I put that there because last time I made the not annoying enough race, I had it so you have to go land it perfectly. Now you don't. I did that because it would be a lot easier. Anyway, let's carry on. Now this one involves you having to go back up there again. Hopefully it'll be your last time you have to go up there. And all you have to do now is just jump off the edge. Also, you're going to have to go through that thing again where you have to go back to the start again. I just had to add that in, but I promise you that is the last time you're going to do that in this one. I didn't put it in as much. I didn't think it needed to be in there, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But once you get this part done, you get to leave this area. And basically, I want to take you on a bit of a tour around the city. Now for this, I kind of wanted to set you going all the way out into the open. Like I wanted to make you do that big jump that you usually get when you're doing this normally. So I sent you out that way, and now all you have to do is just keep going forward now. This is kind of a spoiler for all the people that haven't completed GTA 5, because if you haven't completed this, I would suggest you click off now. Okay, so this next checkpoint is basically take you to where you chase Trevor around to get him eliminated. That's what's happening here. You take the car to get to the place where Trevor is eliminated. Then the next one is going to be Michael. So let's get over there now. Okay, so for this next point, I really wanted to try and get the moment where you're chasing Michael through that track. That's what's happening here with this race. I wanted to keep this going for like the longest time, and I would suggest staying on this track right here, because you're going to take this track anyway to get to the place. But this is sort of a spoiler for those of you that want to know how Michael died, or don't want to know how Michael died. Anyway, the race goes through to here. Now, I wanted to get the scene going, but it was not very easy, so I decided, let's just make this easy. Easy on me. What I chose to do here was I chose to put this going into here and get kind of the place or the area where Michael died, which was basically on one of these towers right here. These two towers right here. One of these two towers. And yeah, so the next part's pretty simple. All it is going down a highway. I'm going to skip to a point where you probably will need to know what's going to happen next. So let's get over there now. Okay, so you've basically made it back to here. Now this next part's kind of easy and hard if at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, what you're going to need to do now is you're going to need to go like sort of get at a right type of speed. Once you get down to this side right here, this is the last time you're going to have to do it because this is the end of the race. We're at 81. We got 84 checkpoints. Not looking bad at all. Now the next part is just easy. Just go straight. That's all you need to do. Just keep going straight. But you need to be careful. You need to land on that bridge right up ahead. It shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so try and start slowing down a little bit more. Maybe release your hands off the stick a little bit more and jump right off. If you mess up, it's not that bad like I just did. All you have to do is just get a bit of a run up. You won't be able to make it from here, obviously, but you want to just go a little bit further back if you mess this up and jump off the edge again. Try again. Now, I'd suggest try to jump about, yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Just jump to here and then you've finished the race. If this guide was helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Good boy.